नमामि धन्वन्तरिम् आदिदेवम् सुरासुरैर्वन्दितपादपद्मम् लोके जरारुभयमृत्युनाशम् दातारमीशं विविधौषधीनाम् Ayurvedo Amritanam. Seeking blessings of Lord Dhanvantri and due respects to all senior Vaidyas, I present Samvedanam. Knowledge through experience, it's a feeling. This is my YouTube channel Sattvam. Please like, follow and subscribe to my channel. For more knowledgeable videos, hit the bell icon below. Now we are at episode 5. Before watching this video, please make sure you have watched all the 4 previous videos completely. Presenting Silence Matters, episode 5. This episode I'll discuss some deeper aspects of Ayurveda. We are born here, we die here. This is common to all living beings. Do you think there is any exception? But what is there in between? A life we struggle to remain healthy. How do we do that? Through a life free of diseases. Rightly, in our lives, diseases are our biggest enemy. Does Ayurveda speak about this? Ayurvairino hi vyadhayaha. Ayu is the lifespan we lead, and vyadhayaha, the diseases make us suffer, so much so as an enemy. Let's analyze this situation through an example of robber in place of disease. Here is a house in which your beloved family lives. Why do you want to protect yourself and your family from the robber? Because he might take away a wealth called happiness from you all. Similarly, you as an individual provide a place for Sharira, Indriya, Sattva and Atma. The moment until these 4 work in coordination, your Ayu is protected. If at all you are affected by a disease, it takes away your health, which is a wealth. In order to stay safe, you need to prevent the robber from entering the place. Likewise, prevent yourself from succumbing to a disease. Say, if at all the robber has already gained entry, you treat that situation with countermeasures. Similarly, if in case you are suffering, you should get treated appropriately. There is a house. You make it a safe place by fitting the doors. Over that you fix a lock and cover your house all around. The same way, why don't you protect your body with healthy and controlled practice of Ahara, Nidra and Brahmacharya? This is prevention. You call up a policeman to catch the robber while you consult a doctor to treat your disease. This is treatment. Therefore, a disease can be prevented at first. If at all there is already a disease, you get treated. All these efforts are made to remain healthy. Until today, we were of the idea that it is our right to learn about what makes us healthy. But more importantly, it is our duty to remain healthy. Why should we remain healthy in the first place? Sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. Without body in form, there is nothing we can probably achieve. Thus, Ayurveda stresses on swasthasya swasthya rakshanam, aturasya vikara prashamanam. First preference is to remain healthy and maintain the healthy state. Then there is treatment for a disease. But what is health exactly? Is it just a sound mind in a sound body? There is definitely something in addition to this, right? In the first episode, you were told about what is primordial to your body. Do you remember? Dosha Dhatu Mala Moolam Sada Dehasya. Each of the 3 components in an individual, when preserve their normalcy, that is in quantity, in quality and even functionally, does dharana of the body. Hence, all those which does dharana will be termed collectively as dhatu. So when dhatu is in vishama avastha, it deranges harmony and hence provide opportunity for disease to set in. Then dukkha brings with it roga. But when dhatu is in samya avastha, that is when it maintains the optimum state, then there is no vikara. Instead, it is sukha, brings with it arogya. Hence, Dhatu Samyata is the health and not just a relative state being free of diseases. Ayurveda is a system of medicine which is equipped enough to prevent and treat diseases. If Ayurveda is only about this, then it is equivalent to any other system of medicine. Then what makes it special? Do you think Ayurveda is just like any other system of medicine? No. Along with being a medical system, there is something more to it. Even before we had any existence as a living being, our essence was there, just free as smallest and minutest particles in this universe. Let's grossly understand we were in the form of Pancha Mahabhutas, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala and Prithvi, where there was neither I nor you. From that stage, there was formation of cells from mother and father. Then we were at 2-cell stage. Then there was entry of Atma to make us a living being. We were born humans. It is left to us to live being human. Then death. Again we were fragmented to Pancha Mahabhutas and even tinier than that. Finally became one with universe. This long and steady process can be realized only in the silence universe offers. For what is there in between birth and death, we got an answer. But there is lot more. That is, we have to make our lives meaningful and worthy. This level of in-depth understanding, life before, lifespan and life after, only Ayurveda can guide you. Only if you have uninterrupted healthy state. Health plus worth. This is actual wealth. Do you need this wealth in small pockets temporarily or in a continued flow of existence? Which one do you choose? Relative health or absolute health? Which of the above two does your body actually need? For common understanding, Ayurveda can give knowledge of health. For one who aims for more, it can make you experience the purpose of life. And one who aims still higher altitude, the great seers who are filled with wisdom will make you experience the truth in silence. This silence can reach out to every human being on this universe. This is Ayurveda, a way of life. All through our existence, we are in a circuit of sustenance and dependence. Even without our awareness, we are in this loop. We are not self-sufficient to leave aside this chain. For the life to move on smoothly, this strong chain of interdependence from the atomic level to the population level should work unconditionally. So for sure, there is healthy chain in silence. Even if one tiny part in the chain is broken, we are nowhere to leave. What is that healthy chain that makes us live longer and healthier? It is these 4 components: Sharira, Indriya, Sattva and Atma, which when are in continued coordination and function without interruption, we are eligible to continue living. Does it happen only in one person? No. The entire universe works with the same mechanism. As you are, so is the universe. It is not me and you who brought this great knowledge treasure into existence. The wise souls brought the ever-living science to us commoners through their power of inward silence. So let us all be continuous seekers of truth. What is the square of 3? You should know this because our health lies in the power of 3 square. It is 9. There are mainly 9 components which govern our health. In the path the great acharyas have showed, let us try to investigate these 9 components through our inward silence. But how? From periphery to the center, the proper knowledge of Trayopastambha, Indriya, Tridosha plus Triguna, Manas, Buddhi and Atma. Trayopastambha, the first circle. First, Ahara. If your diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. If your diet is correct, medicine is of no need. So who remains healthy? Hitabhuk, Mitabhuk, Rutubhuk. Second of the Trayopastambha is Nidra. For one to stay healthy, he or she has to follow the biological rhythm, sleep well at night and wake up early morning. For whom there is a need to work late night, slight alterations can be made after consulting an Ayurveda doctor. So who stays healthy? One who avoids Ratri Jagarana and Diva Swapna. Third of the Trayopastambha is Brahmacharya. It includes from being respectful to controlled sex, from being kind to being disciplined in work, communication, etc. All of these puts in positivity to health. This is importance of practicing Brahmacharya. Second in the circle is Indriya. It is not only body that which interacts with the environment, but also our Indriyas are fed with all stuffs, no matter it is good or bad. How many are they? Total 11. There are 5 Gnanendriyas, Netra, Karna, Ghrana, Jivha, Tvak. And 5 Karmendriya, Pani, Pada, Payu, Magindriya and Upastha. Controlling these 2 sets is Manas, which is called Ubhayendriya. So from today, let us fix a filter to all these Indriyas. Although you took proper food but with ill feelings while eating, does it influence the production of Dhatu and elimination of Mala? Certainly, there are many layers to Manas. Shouldn't we put a filter and clear out the Manasika Mala? But can we really do that? Definitely we can, by being selective in Ahara, Nidra and Brahmacharya and through silent power of meditation. Third circle is Tridosha and Triguna. We have learned about VPK, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, 7 Dhatus and 3 Mala. Vriddhi and Shaya are 2 kinds in which these 3 may undergo vitiation, either increase or decrease. If one can make continued efforts to keep them in check, he or she can easily keep away the diseases. Trigunas are Sattvam, Rajas, Tamas, where Rajas and Tamas are Manasika doshas and Sattvam is the absolute purity. Let us all strive hard towards Sattvam, silent. As how the leaves of a stalk are arranged and presented in a straight line, similarly, everything we perceive through sense organs or ingest as food, influence Dhatu and Mala, should balance the doshas, nourish the manas, activate the buddhi, and all totally work in conjunction with Atma. This is how one can achieve absolute health. Apart from the Indian sciences, which other science can take you to deepest levels of ocean of knowledge? But still, we hold the conviction Ayurveda as alternative system of medicine. Time has come for us to realize that it is not. It perfectly defines what is Ayu, has clarity in components of health, supports overall health, has best practices to prevent and treat diseases. Above all this, Ayurveda has holistic approach. Samadoshaha samagnischa samadhatu malakriyaha prasannatmendriya manaha swastha ityabhidhiyate. Once you know who is swastha in real sense and which science can actually guide you to that, there ends the stereotype of being called an alternative system of medicine. When there is a science right in front of you to help you utmost through its best practices, why do you suffer in silence? Silence is no more a word to indicate that you are weak and you are suffering, but silence is the power of quiet in a world full of noise. In this quietic world, sometimes you find yourself in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes in the middle of nowhere you find yourself. Starting this moment, don't suffer in silence. Rather, to make your body not to suffer, observe silence. Silence is discovered in silence. Experience is achieved in silence. Science and experience both are derivatives of silence. The more you understand yourself, the more silence there is, healthier you are. Hence, silence matters. Silence heals us, it frees us, allows us to hear the world around us, helps us see ourselves, makes us healthier, and finally, it understands. It makes you experience who you are. Silence is a source of great strength. Do spend some time alone in silence. You will experience the power in you. Take care of yourself and the people around you. The best way to do it is with Ayurveda. Until there is sun and moon, there exists Ayurveda, the science which teaches the beauty of silence in life. What is Ayurveda? The science and way of life which describes the measure, mana, of all that is there in the universe in terms of they being beneficial, hita, harmful, ahita, pleasant, sukha, and unpleasant, dukkha to life, ayu. That is what was there in the past, it is there in the present, and continue to be in future. This is Ayurveda. At the beginning of this video series, we had an objective to understand step by step, invoke ourselves with the greatest treasure of knowledge, to come near to the real sense of health, and to seek answers for those questions we were kept in absolute dark until this day. And at the end of the video series, we have authoritatively learned Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye, that is knowledge which liberates. There is no greater wealth than Arogya. Arogyam Paramam Bhagyam Swasthyam Sarvartha Sadhanam. So let's keep small steps to make big changes. Ayurveda gives equal opportunities to everyone to stay as swastha. A science in such perfection is rare to find, and one such is Ayurveda. Once you know there is something best out there, is it not your privilege as well as your duty to follow it? You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. All the best. Let's be proud Indians. Take care. Thank you.